episode of Sunday Spin. I'm Laura, here with Terry as always, and this is where we take a couple minutes each week and let you guys know what we've been listening to. It is a special week here at Riot Squad. We have another Riot Squad seal of approval. Boom, yeah. And so we are going with, we're both going to talk about this one, obviously. We are going with Descendents' new old album, Ninth and Walnut. Terry, do you want to maybe kick it off with the details on this bad boy?
All right, so this one's 18 songs, 25 minutes long. This was written between 77 and 1980, and was actually recorded now. Now, this came out before Milo Goes to College, which to many of us was kind of one of those first Descendant albums that had us just right hooked in and just kind of followed them for years and years and years afterwards. So we are going to cover, I believe it's 2 songs each, and then one that we picked that were together. So I'm going to start with mine. My first song that I'm going to pick is I'm Shaky. Very much Milo Goes to College, almost Catalina style. I want to say, I kind of got those vibes. I was a huge fan of Tony Lombardo. The whole album itself, I find the bass is what was highlighted. Him and Milo, for whatever reason, just came right through. If you actually go back and listen to Milo Goes to College, you definitely get that guitar, you get Milo too, but this was kind of like Milo Goes to College, we bass it up version. And I find I'm Shaky was definitely one of those songs that did that. I love the lyrics on them, just kind of him performing and doing things, listening to the radio and singing, but then the highlight to the song to me was just being weird and then finding other people that are weird with them. And I had this one just on the whole time. It was kind of like what our pick was for this, our same pick. And also this one was just going back and forth. So I could not stop. I absolutely loved it. I'm going to stop now because I know a lot of the information is going to come through because this album very much fits in its style. The only thing I will add is definitely, and it's going to go towards my second song, is the first chunk of the album. I want to say almost the first 12 songs was very Milo Goes to College. Towards the end, we started to get some I Don't Want to Grow Up and Everything Sucks. So I love that kind of transition through them throughout the years. Also Milo, I kind of went in between Milo Goes to College and Ninth and Walnut, and what a growth. I absolutely love it. I'm actually going to go, my plan throughout the summer, I'm on vacation this week, is to actually go through the whole catalog and just kind of see Milo's growth, because you definitely notice it when you listen to both albums. I'm sure you do with every album, but this one you really hear Milo, and I think it's kind of cute. I kind of, now Milo's older, and he's, doing microbiology now, or whatever it is that he does, stuff that I couldn't even think about. But the things that they're singing about now is very much to the style of what they were singing about back then, because it still follows that Milo Goes to College route. I thought that was kind of neat to know where they are now, but still singing this style of music, that kind of poppy, just happy, lovey shit. So yeah, I absolutely adored it. I'm going to stop now. I'm going to let Laura speak about her song. Laura, what song did you pick?
Oh, so the standout track on here for me was actually a cover. It is the last song on the album, Glad All Over. It's originally by the Dave Clark 5, came out in I think 1962, 63 maybe. And I just love their take on this. It comes in with this wild bass, like Terry said, that's really what sticks out on this entire album, is that bass line and Milo's vocals. And here, wow, full circle on this track. It was beautiful. I love Bill's drumming style. He's one of my favorites in the whole world. But really, the way that he covered this song, I thought was really awesome. Makes me want to dance. You still get those early 60 vibes in here. But again, just some straight up Milo Goes to College too. And I love the way that those styles mesh together here. Hands down, my favorite one on here. When I heard the beginning of it, I was like, that's not this song. And it is, and it was great, and I love it. This whole album is just slam packed with banger after banger after banger. It really made it hard for us to kind of just pick a couple of tracks here. So I don't want to give too much away. You guys definitely need to check it out. But that is hands down my favorite song on this album.
All right.
What do we?
Guess I'm gonna go with my next one, which was Ride the Wild. I found this to be more of I Don't Want to Grow Up. I found this to be more of that 86 that came out. The writing style was very similar. Still had that beautiful bass riff just right off the top that followed through with the whole song. I find the chorus of this one to be much more catchier. I found myself really singing it. The harmonies really come through. But Tony Lombardo, again, throughout this album was completely a highlight to me. And it's so funny because the rest of their albums, he's kind of just in the background. I love that they really brought him forward. You know, you have like I Don't Want to Grow Up, which was a very heavy Bill Stevenson album. His drumming really came through on that, as well as Milo's voice. But this really put the focus on Tony. I think he deserves it. Gosh, he's been with the band for God knows how long now. So it's really cool to see them. And I find they do that with a bit of their albums. They just kind of highlight little pieces throughout their song, but this was really a whole Tony album. I loved it. But yes, Ride the Wild to me was one of those songs that was just fantastic, especially in the chorus. That bass riff off the top, beautiful. They did a fantastic job. Laura, what was your other pick?
So again, it was really hard to just kind of narrow it down to our three choices here. But I really, another standout track for me was Mohicans. This one really gave me a lot of Cool to Be You vibes. Very, very melodic and just beautiful. Lyrically, the song is great too. It kind of talks about, rock and roll was a little too slow, so we plugged in and we turned it up and we made it fucking loud and we're here. And I love that. This was just a really hands down beautiful song. All of them worked so great on this together. And like I said, it does give me a lot of Cool to Be You vibes. And I love that pop punk, that melodic kind of style. So this was a nice one, you kind of just sing along to it and sway a little bit, a little slower than that kind of Descendents that we're used to. So I thought it was a nice break in here. And I do want to, the cadence of this record is really great too. The way that they placed everything on here is nice. You get those little breaks and you're right back at it too. So kudos there. I guess that brings us to our number one pick.
Yeah, and we both picked this one, so this is kind of cool that we're kind of just sneaking up on the same vibes. But our pick for this week was Night Age. To me, it was My Age. Just a cooler, modern take on it. I absolutely love it. This has been the song that has been just blasting in my radio all day, every day, even at work. I don't even give a shit anymore. I'm just like, yeah, we're all going to listen to it. Enjoy it. I think I actually turned 2 people onto Descendents at work, so I'm actually gonna go me. I did it. I couldn't even believe that, Milo Goes to College came out the same year I was born. So it's kind of cool to see their growth kind of in years, and I can see it through my age, myself in that sense. But this is even older than me, or at least these songs were written way older than me. I definitely, when I heard the song My Age, was definitely that bass, and you know how it has that break in My Age. I find it does it in Night Age too. And when I first saw My Age get performed live, it was kind of like out of this world experience, especially in that break where they just kind of get that really hard drum roll that Bill does, and then the bass just comes in. I can't wait to see this one live. I think I'm gonna freak out and have that same weird outer body fucking freak out I did the first time around when I did see My Age. So yes, to me, Night Age was definitely one up there. I want to say my favorite song. So Laura?
Yeah, no, I agree 110%. I honestly don't even know if I have anything to really add to that. You took the words right out of my mouth. It does. It is My Age on steroids and in 2021, which I think is awesome. Again, the bass line on here, the drum rolls in here, everything about this works. I love when Milo gets that kind of grit in his voice a little bit. He has this ability to go between songs like Mohicans and then songs like Night Age, and you're just like, what the fuck? It's awesome. I love it. There is a reason that the Descendents are the best band in the world, and this is it. This is hands down it. So we love Descendents.
We love Descendents. And again, we're going to flash this guy up right here. You guys won it. So bravo. You don't get anything for it but our love and admiration. And you got this years ago. So don't even it's cool that you got this because only one other band's gotten this, which is Chasers. So awesome, great job. I can't wait to hear whatever else it is you decide that
we finally get to see them together again at Punk Rock Bowling in September. Hopefully performing a bunch of new stuff, so it's going to be awesome.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
So I guess this brings up to our shout out portion, and I'm going to go with my shout out. I went with Miles to Nowhere. They just released, I think last month, a new song called ILY or Illy or I Love You. So it is fantastic. These guys are a 3-piece galaxy punk band. I guess it's like punk pop, but I really enjoy her voice in this. I really think that she came through big time. They are releasing a new album out in September 3rd. So they do have an album release show going on that day. Out in Utica, so make sure you go check them out. Laura, who's your shout out?
So naturally, I'm picking a Camp Punksylvania band. We're getting way down to the wire here, and that just means every week I'm getting more and more excited. I picked a band that this video actually came out like a little over a year ago, I think. But this band is very near and dear to my heart, especially lately. We've been working a lot with them. We've really grown to love these guys. They're super talented, and we cannot wait to have them on our stage. I'm talking about Public Serpents. This song is called Armageddon Stomp. It's featuring Jay Navarro from the Suicide Machines. This video is absolutely fantastic, so you're definitely going to want to stick around for it. Do not miss them Thursday night, closing out Camp Punksylvania. And also, if you want to get a little taste of them before, you can come see us on August 13th, Friday the 13th in Pittsburgh. And then again, on Saturday, August 28th at Grace Ferry Crescent Skate Park in Philadelphia. We'll be throwing it down with these guys. We will see you guys next week.
Teachings of this new boy. Start your attack. Cause you're the same that's up and down. The greatest show on the planet of the beach, with the army of the prize and the locust message. Into the lives as battle retreats. A sweating boat comes to humanity. We were forced in the streets. Gotta do what I gotta do when it comes to what I see or what I see. I don't approve. It made it just one move. Never thought I'd be a quarter cross to one fell swoop. But better days in this way. Never died the same way. In my head. This tragedy began. That's all right. This story remains. Time and die. If you want to be a slave, no way. With a gun in your hand, every night and every day. If you want to be a slave, no way. I'm pushing into the winds, they don't think out to rather be. If you want to be a slave, no way. With the gun in your hand, every night and every day. If you want to be a slave, no way. I'm praying in the